Hello everyone and welcome to my Instant Ice interactive presentation. So for this week's experiment, it's quite simple really. I'm going to show you what happens when you super freeze liquid water in a freezer. Got to be very careful with that. So what you need to do for this experiment is basically we're going to be creating instant ice. And what you need to do is grab yourself a bottle of water that you have not opened at all recently. Put it in your freezer for about 2 to 3 hours. The purer the water, the better, and just let it sit. And once you're done, just take it out, but be very careful with it, because watch what happens when you hit the bottle. If you hear that right there, don't know how well the camera picked that up, but the the water for the most part just completely froze over, even though it was not frozen beforehand. Now, if you leave the if you leave purified water in a refrigerator for about 2 to 2.5 hours, usually the longer you leave it in there, the better. So 2.5. I ended up leaving mine in for about 2:15, and it worked out quite well. You can see a little bit of ice there, and that's a good shot. But it doesn't freeze. Why is that? Well, for starters, because the bottle has never been opened, the H2O, the water molecules inside the bottle, are losing energy for them to cling on to anything, and they don't have any other molecules to bond with. And because of that, the water does not freeze over right away. Now, there is a process called hydrogen bonding where I think it's hydrogen bonding. Yes, there is a process of hydrogen bonding that can take place where hydrogen will start to cling to any oxygen, nitrogen, or fluorine molecules out there. It's a special type of dipole reaction that is pretty strong, but the reason why it's not happening in the bottle right away once you take it out of the fridge is because it's just been sitting there and it hasn't been given the just a stroke of energy, or it hasn't been shaken up to just get the water to move around. And once you strike it and the water molecules start moving around, polarization starts to happen, and the negative charge of oxygen will attract other hydrogen atoms from other H2O molecules, causing them to come together and freeze into the ice that you see right here. Again, I don't know how well it popped up on camera, but yeah, it's a pretty simple experiment. If you were to leave it in the fridge for long enough and you had like a bowl out in front of you, you could do some pretty cool stuff. And you could pour the water out, and as the water gets exposed with air and it hits the bowl, it'll start turning into pure ice, and you can make like ice sculptures and that kind of stuff. There was a video that I watched before making this video that demonstrated that, and I found it pretty dang cool. But yeah, the base requirements though is that you need to have just a water bottle you've never opened, preferably if it's a purified drinking water of some sort. Again, make sure it's never been opened. I know you just leave it to chill in the fridge for about 2 to 2.5 hours, and let it get below the freezing point, and then just voila, you can show your friends what they would think is supernatural ice bending. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this experiment. But if you want to try this at home, all you need is a fridge and water. Anyway, this will be my last presentation for my Chemistry 125 class. Thank you all for watching my videos, and I hope you all have fun at home. Goodbye.